Ooh, why you crying, boy? What's got you up in tears, boy?
Hello guys, my name is Winter Cosmos and we are back with another Random Friday game.
So we're going to be playing a game called Sibling Souls, sorry. Added an extra letter in there that shouldn't be. So I'm going to continue off with the visual novels game just because it's been a hot minute since I played any of them. I know the last game that I tried playing, I sat through it all. It was a pretty lengthy game. I think overall the recording was originally 6 hours. Most of that footage, aside from the very beginning, I couldn't even use. When I was editing through it, looked pretty glitchy. It would only stay stuck on one image and then kind of like repeatedly flip or flicker to the current video or the image of the video, which I didn't really understand because it's not like I sat there and played the game consistently with the recording going. Well, I did play the game consistently for the 6 hours, but the recording wasn't sitting there for 6 hours. So I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't really get it because like I would start it, go back in, and it would just be stuck on that one particular whatever image it attached itself and then flop to whatever current situation is. So it was a little deterring trying to see that, and then I figured I might as well just upload something because I had spent all that time on it, and I figured I might as well just put something up. It's not the whole length of the game. It's something, so yeah, that's the sucky part of recording, and I'm not sure if it's the system that I'm using that it may be doing that. So here we are with another one, and here goes the text. So I don't know what's... Oh, I get to pick a name. I don't know who we're playing as. I thought it was a female, but I could be wrong. They say that twin souls are one that has split into two bodies. They are mirror images of each other, reflecting both the strength and weaknesses of one another. 15 minutes, that's how much earlier Leon was born than me. From the moment I entered this world, he was there. We've been inseparable ever since. We were both born to loving parents, and though life was often a struggle, we were happy. Until everything changed. The scent of smoke, the feel of ash on my skin, these memories will stay with me forever. We were only 6 years old when our house and our parents vanished into a suffocating flames. Why? How? Questions that were left unanswered, echoing in the silence. We barely escaped the flames, hastily pulling on some clothes before running out of the house, hand in hand, unlike our parents. I was going to say that probably explains why this kid's shirt is on backwards, but also, what's going on with his back line? How is he having his collarbone showing? If that's supposed to be in the front, usually when you see the back, your shoulder blades are going to show, and then the spleen of where your spinal cord is at, depending on if you're fit or skinny, one of the two options. Or naturally it'll just reveal itself because certain body textures just have certain bones like protruding the skin a little. Oh, I guess the enter button still doesn't work. I mean, still, that doesn't make sense. Their screams still haunt my dreams to this day. The only solace I had was clenching my brother's hand as we fled the burning house. We were lost and orphaned, fragile human children in a world where we were the weakest species. Vampires and androids ruled the cities, and we had nowhere to go. Oh. I wasn't expecting this. So, like I always do, I like to play games not knowing what's it about, so I didn't know we were going to be entering a dark fantasy setting. A futuristic, or I guess it would be more of a utopia, dystopia setting. But luck, it seemed, smiled on us. By a twist of fate, we were taken in by a cult of vampires. The Cresolus? I'm guessing that's how you say it. With their ivory hair, they were easy to recognize, the weakest of all vampire species, and after years of being hunted for their extravagant tempting blood by other vampires, they had finally gained equality and protection in today's society. They promised us safety and a home on one condition. When we come of age, we would become Cresolence vampires ourselves. This would enhance the survival of their endangered vampire race and help them grow their community. Lino and I grew up together here until today, the day of our turning, the day that should change everything. It is the year 2147, and my name is Winter. And today I am a Cresolus. I don't know how to say that word. I'm trying. So did one of them turn, or did they both turn? Because she only mentioned herself. Oh, is that us? Is that us in the background? So here I am. Finally, you're one of us. I was already worried they might not turn you because of your stubbornness. You know. They forgave me everything. That's a weird sentence, but I'll let it be. Liz was my best friend in the cult. We basically grew up together. I was going to say practically, I mean. Same thing, I think. She was a bit older than me, and Leon, and had already turned 2 years ago. And look at that white hair of yours. I told you it would look great on you. This was true indeed. Us Cresolus were not just any kind of vampires. Once we returned, our hair turned white, making us easily recognizable as the valuable, not vulnerable. Those are two different words. Or maybe it is vulnerable. I think it is vulnerable. Vampire type we are. We had some perks though that other vampires were missing. We could still walk in the sun and see our reflections in the mirror. Oh, that defeats the purpose of being a vampire. I still need to look at myself in the mirror. It's all so exciting. I nearly forgot. I'm kind of digging the main protagonist, but not really. I don't know. Maybe it's just the curly hair. I'm not vibing with the curly hair. That was the first thing I did after I turned. But don't worry, honey. You look great. Are you happy? Now you will live forever, staying forever young and beautiful. In the best case, yes. In the worst case, a true vampire will probably find me and suck me dry. Don't say that. You know that drinking our blood is illegal. I mean, when is that gonna stop anybody? Sure. Our blood was our curse. Castrolol's blood was extremely tasty for other vampires. It was illegal to drink our blood since 100 years ago, but that did not stop some of the true vampires to kidnap and kill our kind. True vampires? What the hell does that mean? Like the noble? The hierarchy? Or like... That's strange wording right there. Winter, there you are. How are you feeling? You must be exhausted. This was Maria. She had turned into a castrol about a year ago. She came into the cult a bit later than us, but we spent the last years with her. Okay, I don't understand why they have the same haircut. It feels the same, just tweaked a little. The way it's parted in the front or in the side to the back is the same. And then they just gave her a little bang, but otherwise, how come we're the only ones with the unique hairstyle? Well, everyone else has like straight, long waist hair. She was not only our friend, but also Leon's fiance. I thought they were quite young to get engaged, but my brother was a helpless romantic. Yes, I am indeed slightly exhausted, but I wanted to wait for Leon. Is he still in the ritual room, right? Yeah. I'm a bit worried about him. After all, we nearly died and rewoken when we became vampires. Don't worry about him. Leon may seem soft, but he's very strong. I know that, of course. But he is my twin after all. I want to be there for him on this important day. Believe me, I can understand you. I bet you can't wait to get your Leon back and be all lovey-dovey again, Maria. Someone's jealous. Only a little bit. But now Lina's turned. We can finally go look for our own sweethearts, right? I can't wait for us to go out together. We could have done that before, you know. Not with the seer knowing. We couldn't. She wouldn't have known. You're so bad. Oh, damn the seer. I better go clean up my room. Yes, I will leave you to it as well. Winter. Oh, that's a dope hairstyle. Why couldn't we get a hairstyle like that? I'm digging that braid. That's a cool braid. Ironically, our seer was blind. She was the leader in our section of the cult, guiding us through our turning ritual and everything else. She was always very strict and did not condone any bad behavior. In the past, I sometimes got into trouble with her, but I grew fond of her. I never knew what she was thinking, though. Maybe she was hard to read because of the mask she constantly wore over her eyes. Or perhaps it was because she rarely showed any emotion towards us. Seer. We finished the ritual. About that. Leon's fine. Took a bit longer than usual. It seems he reacted a bit differently to the Crotal's blood than you did. But there's no need to worry. He is fine. Just exhausted. Oh. And who are you? I mean, he doesn't look any different though, and I wouldn't understand what you mean by who are you. If that's your brother, wouldn't you be able to recognize when they turned? Just kidding. You look different with white hair and red eyes. Yes, I guess so. How are you feeling? Tired. It's best if you go to bed and sleep a bit. Today has been a long day. I say that to the both of you. The day has begun. It's time to go to bed. Okay, understood. Let's talk tomorrow, Lino. Yes. I headed to my small bedroom, and I got my own room when we turned 13, and I was very happy to have my own little refuge. In the last few months, though, I often thought about how it would be to leave this place. I knew that the world outside was dangerous for us, but I felt a strong urge to explore everything. I followed the news regularly and knew that we cultists were a growing minority and were more protected than ever before. Also, the robots, or new humans, as they called themselves, seemed to be quite protective of us. After all, Lino would soon start his married life with Maria, and Liz was probably as eager to see the world as I was, but was too hesitant to do so. Yawn. I don't know how to make a noise that sounds like a yawn. I would have to talk to Leon tomorrow. It had indeed been a long day, and my eyes were falling shut. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. I mean, the start to this is pretty interesting. Oh, I forgot I can Click it. Hmm? What? Who's there? Leon, is that you? Come in. Ooh, why are you crying, boy? What's got you up in tears, boy? Leon, are you crying? What did they do to us, Winter? Wait, calm down. What is going on? Didn't you see them too? Don't you see them too? When you close your eyes, don't you hear their thoughts? What thoughts? Who do you see? You don't? Leon, did you maybe just have a bad nightmare? A nightmare. Just when I closed my eyes, I was trapped in this dark place. There were voices all around me saying horrible things. I couldn't find a way out. That sounds horrible. A horrible nightmare. A figure was creeping up to me, a horrible monster with a skull for its head. It felt so real. The voices, the darkness. Felt like it was really there, trying to get to me. Turning into a vampire is pretty tough. It freaked me out too. You're very sensitive. Maybe it affected you quite badly. Surely it's only temporary and everything will look different in the morning. Yes, maybe. If you have another nightmare, we can ask the Seeker. She'll know what to do. Maybe you were right. Maybe it was just a nightmare. Leon, you just scared the hell out of me. Sorry. Don't worry. You know you can always come talk to me. Don't worry. You know you can always come to me to talk. I know that, but what? You really don't feel any different? Well, of course I do. We both still need time to get used to everything. We're vampires now. The weakest kind. They call us humans with vampire traits. We talked about this before. It was the best option, and now it's done. Let's talk tomorrow. Get some rest. Okay. He looked at me thoughtfully, as if he wanted to tell me something else. Goodbye, Winter. That was a goodbye, not a good night. Good night, Leon. Oh, is it already night? I barely slept. The bell woke us up every night for breakfast, and now I was no longer human. The bell woke us up every night for breakfast. Now that I was no longer human, I would drink artificial blood to start our day. Some vampires still drink real blood, but our cult opposite cousin. Some vampires still drink real blood, but are opposed. Some vampires still drink real blood, but our cult oppose causing suffering to any being, whether human or vampire. I flopped those two. I headed to the main hall. Oh, Winter. You're already up? Of course, the bell rang. What's going on? You look like you just seen a ghost. Have you seen Lina? Why? I just got up. Dear Winter, dear, could you please check his room? A strange feeling crept over me. Something was definitely off. Of course. Lino's room was tidy as always, but there was no sign of him. His room was slightly bigger than mine, which made me jealous at first, though he was only 15 minutes older. He was always treated like the older brother. These days, I didn't really care anymore. I've grown to appreciate my cozy little room. But more importantly, where was he? He's not there. Should I call him? Yes, please. I activated my cell ring and dialed Leon's number. Leon, answer me. Nothing. Where could he be? He's not the type to just leave without saying anything. He was quite nervous yesterday. He came to me at night because he had a strange nightmare. I don't understand. He did not tell me anything. And now he's just gone? He would never leave just like that, as you just said. Seer, do you know why he had those nightmares after turning? Could it be an unusual side effect of becoming a vampire? It's never happened before at this cult. It has never happened at this cult before. We should stay put and wait until tomorrow. He will surely return by then. I had a really bad feeling about this. Leon didn't act normal yesterday. He wasn't impulsive at all. It wasn't his style to leave just like that. I couldn't let this just slide. I'll go look for him. What? It is way too dangerous. You don't know the city well enough. I won't just sit around doing nothing. If anything, I can take Liz with me. About that, this wouldn't be possible since she is nowhere to be found either. What? Is everyone going crazy tonight? I wouldn't worry too much about her. It's not the first time she's headed out. She's an adult after all. Same with your brother. Stay put. And surely he'll be back by tomorrow. I will go look for him, with or without your help. I will. Maria, I need you here now. Okay, then. Please take care, Winter. Come back as soon as possible. I know I can't stop you, stubborn child. Running around mindlessly, not even knowing where to look for him. Then tell me, where would you look for him? I thought so. I'll see you later. Take care. I dashed onto the street. Nightlife had began. But as usual, there were few people around. Humans were sacred in our city, and vampires kept to their own enclaves. Leaving the city largely deserted. I glanced left and right, searching for any sign of my brother. Where could he have gone? There was no other choice. I decided to go left and search the streets for him. I had been on these streets before, but rarely alone. Usually Liz or Maria accompanied me when we went to buy food or clothes. Come to think of it, we lived a very secluded life in the cult. They promised us freedoms once we turned, and I didn't know where to go, but I had to find him somehow. Leon! Leon! I called his name in desperation. The harsh neon lights nearly blinded me, while the unfriendly dark streets mirrored the emptiness I felt inside. Leon, where are you? As a young vampire, I was faster than before, but my stamina was still limited. I soon found myself out of breath. I must have ran through more than a dozen streets, yet he was nowhere to be found. I couldn't give up, not just yet. One more street. Just one more. Usually I would go right, but let's go left. I turned left. Something felt very different about the street I was on now. As I stepped onto it, the atmosphere shifted, sending a chill down my spine. At the end of the street, a light poured out from a door, like an invitation from another world. The door had a magical allure, like a wondrous discovery I stumbled upon. At the same time, I sensed an imminent danger that I couldn't quite grasp. Damn it! Whatever. I'll take a peek. I stepped towards the door and cautiously peeked inside. Suddenly, I found myself in a small room with a mysterious woman staring back at me. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. You found me. But you did not search for me. What? A lost soul, searching for its other half. Venturing into the night, stubborn and aimless, unaware of the betrayal that awaits. What do you mean? Are you talking about me? You. She selected one of the mysterious cards from the table and placed it in front of me. The Fool. How fitting a card for you. Oh, did he not want this life? I mean, it would make sense. Left blindly into the unknown. What could possibly go wrong? Beware. The path ahead loves fools. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? They call me Melra. Sure, you have heard of me. Indeed I did. Melra was a well-known name on the streets. A human witch who offered her services to both humans and vampires alike. She was respected for her readings. Even elder vampires sought her guidance, which ensured her survival in this world. If you're really Melra, can you tell me where my brother is? Lino? Lino. I'm sorry. I started thinking of a song. I can only tell you he's alive, but surely you know as you share one soul. You would notice his absence. I do. I feel he is alive. Perhaps when we meet again, I can tell you more. Then I will surely come back. Melra, open your eyes and read the signs when you head out. Okay. Well, see you soon, I guess. I headed out and the door closed shut behind me, leaving me alone on this empty street at night. It was time to go home. Maybe someone had heard something from Lino, but in my heart I knew he hadn't returned. When I returned to the cult, I found Marion and Lizzie waiting for me with anticipation. Finally, you are back. I did not find him. Did you hear anything from Lil? I tried to call him all night, but he did not answer. I'm really worried that something happened to him. I did not see him either when I was outside. Where have you been all night, Liz? That does not matter now, does it? We need to find Lino. You're right. All I can tell you is that he's still alive. What? How do you know? Lino and I are connected. I would definitely know if he died. If he died? Sorry, I didn't want to imagine the worst, but I met Melra. The Melra? Did she read your tarot cards? Well, at least one. She couldn't really tell me where we could find Lino. But she confirmed that he was alive. You have to tell me everything about her once we have a moment. I want to meet her too. I know you only want to calm me down, but let's talk about what we can do to find him. I'll set out again tomorrow to explore the other streets of the city. I don't think it'll make sense to randomly roam the streets. We should talk to people and ask around. But who can we ask? Random people on the street? I have a better idea. Let's hear it. They might be able to help us. They have a good overview of cultists in the city. We can ask them to be on the lookout. Sure, they are cultists too, but they literally hate us, don't they? They basically denied the existence of our saint, Minna. They basically denied the existence of our Saint Minna and tell everyone that our cult is a fraud. That is true. We very likely cannot trust them. I don't know how to feel about this. Their English is kind of like Old English, where instead of like abbreviating did not, like didn't. I don't know how to feel about that because I'm not sure if like vampires in a dystopia would have that language still, especially newer vampires. So I guess I'm a little drawn back on that. So we'll see what else happens. They might not support our beliefs, but we share the same blood. We wouldn't want another Cautelus to die on these streets. You are right. We might not like him, but we need to explore every possible route to find Leon. That's the spirit. Let's take a good rest and get there right at the beginning of the night. I agree. After our talk, I headed back to my room and went straight to bed. I barely slept that night and felt slightly exhausted when I got up. The next morning, I got up earlier than usual to meet with Maria. How are you feeling? I didn't mean to offend you, but you don't look well. How are you feeling? I don't mean to offend you, but you don't look well. I know. I didn't sleep at all last night. I see. I took some sleeping pills. If you like, I can give you some for tonight. What happens if I say no? Well, let's see. No, thanks. I prefer not to take sleeping medication to help me sleep. No, thanks. I prefer not to take medication to help me sleep. But don't worry about me. Hopefully we'll get some new information today. I love your optimism. Let's discuss two things before we head off. First, did you happen to take a photo of Leon after his transformation? I still have some old ones, but he looks quite different now. Unfortunately not. I thought so. Well, we'll manage with the old photos. Second, please let me do the talking. I had contact with the members of the cult before, and they can be quite particular. What do you mean by that? Well, just let me do the talking. I will try to be quiet. Well, let's go then. I followed Maria through the nested streets of the city. Indeed, the cult of Marin was only a 15-minute walk from our cult. And there it was. The little building stood out with its purple lights and nested among the modern skyscrapers of the city. Purple lights? It's yellow. I'm just kidding. I don't know why. Wouldn't it be? Something's making it yellow or purple. Oh, maybe it's this. We do... I have no idea how to say that. That's something. I don't know what that is. DWNSTAIRS? Yeah, I don't know. The city truly held many secrets. How had I never been here before, though I had visited the city several times with the others? I gazed at the building, bathed in purple light. Felt strange to be here, in a cultless cult that was so similar to ours, yet so different. The members of the cult of Marine believed that Marine was the mother of all living Acostolus, while our Saint Minna had no place in their beliefs. In our belief, however, Minna was the child of Marine, who had broke free from her creator. Minna had aided many Costolans in their days, rescuing them from places where they had held captive for their delicious blood. In the end, no one can truly know the truth, as the last sightings of Marin and Minna date back hundreds of years. Let's go inside. Maria lightly knocked on the door and a young woman opened it. Sorry, we don't give out any more alms today. Oh. Are you Maria? Yes, I called before as we would like to talk to the headmaster. Are you from the cult of Maya? Right? Yes, we are. Well, come in. Make it quick. The head has... Well, come in. Make it quick. The headmaster has more important things to attend to. Well, they seem likable. Psst. Let me do the talking, remember? Wow, that looks exactly like our cult. Oh, so the portrait is the member. But her eyes are purple. Why is her eyes purple, but then our cult is lady has red eyes. Wouldn't it make more sense for this cult to have the purple eyes and white hair so they can show the diversity in them being the same clan? Same clan but different values. I feel like that might come across a little bit better, but that's just me nitpicking. Wow. Oh wait, I already said that. Well, except... Psst, Winter. Huh. Don't worry. I thought the same thing when I saw your cult for the very first time. Solulin. Samuel. Welcome back, Maria. And you are... This is Winter, my future sister-in-law. Oh, really? How come we've never met before? And congratulations on your engagement, Maria. You seem to be on the path of the saint. Well, we are here for a specific reason. My fiancé, Leon, has disappeared last night. I'm sorry to hear that. If you have any information that might be useful for us, I haven't seen any Chrysalis who isn't a member of this cult besides you two in the past couple of days. I see. We probably shouldn't have bothered you. No way, a missing Chrysalis is definitely something to take seriously. We are still an endangered species, even though our numbers are growing. Can you tell me more about him? How does he look? Are there any specifics we should know? Yes. Maria pulled on her cell ring and displayed several pictures of herself and Liam from the past. She apparently took some photos right before his transformation, a lovely memory of his last day as a human. This was him the night before. His hair was still brown and his eyes. Maria. I'm sorry, it's just so horrible. I understand. Why don't you take a break in our guest room for a bit? Lilith can bring you a glass of blood. Sure, thank you. She gave me an apologetic glance. It must be really tough. I don't know Maria well, but she seems like a very faithful person, even though she belongs to another cult. It's tough for us all. It's tough for all of us. I misread that. So maybe you can clarify for me. When has your brother turned into a... So maybe you can clarify for me. When has your brother turned into a Chrysalis? Both of us turned into a Chrysalis the night before. How odd to transform two humans on the same day. Well, Leon and I are twins. They thought it would be beneficial for us to go through the experience at the same time. Twin flames. So rare in this world. Twin flames. That's something entirely different. I don't know, what should we do? I'm kind of intrigued in the story, but not really. I guess for me, it's like I don't know how to feel about the characters yet. It's all going so fast and there's zero like build up of the reputation between you and the character. So it's like bam, bam, bam. Point one is already going off really far deep. So we don't get to build the rapport with the individual characters, and I'm having a hard time connecting with them or feeling any kind of emotions for them. It just feels very fast-paced, extremely fast-paced. I don't want to correct him. That's gonna mean something, right? Oh, I can't say. Oh! I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Leon did indeed act quite strange after his transformation. He had a vivid nightmare just before he went missing. He talked about hearing voices and seeing a man with a skull for a head. Have you ever heard of this before? I have not. It's definitely not unusual to have several nightmares after turning, but it can be a tough experience. On the other hand, your cult does things quite differently, so I wouldn't be surprised if things didn't go as expected. What do you mean? Your turning ritual is far from usual. I heard that the seers drains almost all your blood and only to infuse a vial of ancient vampire blood into you afterward. Yes, but how is that unusual? Usually an older vampire would turn you directly by drinking your blood and then sharing theirs with you. In the ritual of your cult, they could give you just any blood. Well, obviously, we all ended up as casseroles. I don't understand your cult doesn't believe in Saint Mia, but to imply that our seeker would give us just any blood, I am sorry, I did not mean to offend you. Don't worry. Anyway, we just wanted to ask for your help in finding my brother. If you see Leon or hear anything about him, can you please contact us? Definitely. I will do anything to help a fellow casserole. Thank you. Even though we have different beliefs, we're still a part of the same vampire kind. We've grown, but it's not enough to live freely in this world. With the rule of the new humans, things have gotten better for us, but the true vampires are still out there, just waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Could you send me Leno's pictures? Even if he still wears his old colors, we might be able to recognize him. Yes, right. I tapped on my cell ring to connect it with Samuel's. I sent him some pictures of Leno's photos from different angles to provide a complete profile of him. Oh, I see the resemblance now. You really do look alike. Winter, I will surely reach out to you. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me for help. Thank you, Samuel. I stepped out of the building with an uneasy feeling in my stomach. The night advanced and it was quite chilly outside. I looked for Maria, who stepped out of the building right after me. Winter, I'm so sorry that I left. I'm a complete mess. I told you I would do the talkie, but then I left you alone with that guy. Don't worry, they didn't have any information about Lino anyway. I sent Samuel some of the photos I had, and there's really nothing else we can do. You're right. It's very nice of him to help us out. What? You don't seem to trust them, or am I wrong? Winter, I don't know them very well either. We had a few exchanges, and they were always polite with me. But it's just my gut feeling. But forget it. It's not like they can offer much help to us right away anyway. Let's head back now. Maybe the others have some news. What if they have him? How'd it go? Did you get any news to share? Fortunately not. You? No. Visiting the cult of Myra was a good idea for Maria. Although it's very unlikely that Leno would show up there, it was still worth a try. Yes. But what should we do now? Do you have any ideas on where we could look? Now that Leno has been missing for 2 nights, it's time to contact the authorities. You mean the bots? The new humans, yes. We should reach out to them. They have a registry of all humans in Casserole in the city, along with an extensive network of security cameras. You could have told me that earlier. We could have saved some time. A casserole can be reported missing after gone for 3 nights. Additionally, Lino as an adult is not considered a high priority. Still, it's worth a shot. I already hate this system. Do you think they'll even help us out? The new humans are very supportive of us casseroles. As you know, we are a protected minority. And if they know anything, they will help you. Okay, Liz, will you join me tomorrow? Unfortunately, Liz has to run an important errand for the cult. Additionally, I will need Maria to help me with some tasks. This tiny cult is very tiny. All the people we know are just too busy to help us. You will need to go alone, but don't worry. Past interactions with the new humans have always been immaculate. Immaculable? Immaculable. Immaculable. I'm sorry. Are you scared of going alone to meet them? Remember the old children's game? Who's afraid of the bot? No one. No one. And when it comes, we better run. Listen, Winter, I have taught you better than to talk like this. These offensive words have no place in this house. Treat the new humans as your equal and you will be fine. Sorry. Alright, we have a plan. Please excuse me, I didn't sleep at all yesterday. I'll try to get some rest tomorrow. The seer was right. We might joke within these walls, but we must be careful what we say outside. The new humans resemble ordinary humans, but are far more powerful and even say... The new humans resemble ordinary humans, but were far more powerful. Some even say indestructible. We are fortunate that we were hiding in this society together and supporting us. Casseroles. A casserole, I don't know. It sounds kind of vaguely like that. Something like that. The next day I would go to the administration and talk to them. Before I went to sleep, I collected some more data and photos of Lina to show them. Eventually, I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore and fell into a deep sleep. The bell woke me from a dreamless sleep. Still, the first thing on my mind was Lina. I headed out without having breakfast. The administration was in a nicer part of the city. The streets were clean and bright, and it gave you a feeling of safety. After a long walk, I finally arrived at the administration building. I couldn't remember if I had been here before. All humans in Casseroles were registered here for tracking purposes. Only the old vampires were exempt from this system as they did not trust the new technology. I stepped into the hallway of the administration building. The space was surreal, devoid of any warmth or character, and completely empty. As anticipated, not a single person was inside, as living beings solemnly interacted with the new humans. I walked towards the reception but found nothing to use to call for assistance. That's strange. Is anyone here? Good evening. Welcome to the public administration. How can I assist you today? Hello. My name is Winter. You have been registered with us since your 16th birthday. Yes, maybe. Do you have an appointment with someone, or are you here to inquire about our services? I want to report a missing person. Human or vampire? Casseroles? If you could please sign in here, I will notify an agent that you are here. Sign where? Place your thumb right there. I placed my thumb on the small tablet. Please feel free to have a seat in our waiting room. Our agent will be with you shortly. Can I offer you a beverage while you wait? We have artificial blood available. No, thank you. I probably would have never gotten used to the uncanny appearance of these new humans. When I was younger, androids still wore metallic suits, making them easily indistinguishable from humans. Now these days, there's almost no difference between them and real humans, except for their glowing blue eyes, the one remaining feature that makes them somewhat identifiable as androids. Winter, my name is Kelvin. Welcome to the public administration. Oh. I hadn't encountered many new humans in my life, so I was genuinely surprised when a strikingly handsome one appeared before me. You want to report a missing casseroles? Yes, indeed, my brother. When did your brother Lino disappear? You already knew about Lino? You mentioned your brother. You only have one registered brother in our system, Lino. Oh, yes, he disappeared 3 days ago. He disappeared 3 nights ago was the correction. When was he last seen? Exactly 3 nights ago at the cult of Casserole. Okay, registered. Leno and you have turned into casseroles 3 nights ago too, right? Yes, exactly. He disappeared the night after the ritual. We did not register a picture of you with your new appearance yet. Stay still for a moment. Done. Wait, did you just take a photo of me? Yes, all new humans have cameras in their eyes to gather photos, video evidence, and records. Oh, I see. I brought some older photos to Lino that I had saved on my cell ring. Thank you. Since you have saved them on your cell ring, we will have direct access to the data. You already have access to my ring? Of course, this was part of the terms and regulations you agreed to when you set up the ring. I felt so dumb and somehow exposed. Did they really have access to all my digital data from the past years? I can't help but try to remember what data I saved on my ring. I just hope there wasn't anything too private on it. My diary. Don't worry, your data is protected. We only use it to track Lin-O, and no third parties will ever have access to it. At least that was something. I would be very careful in the future about what data I save on my digital devices. Is there anything you can tell me now already? Will you be checking the surveillance footage of our area? Unfortunately, there is no data recordings of your brother yet. I will contact you once we have more information. Okay, thank you. I hope to hear from you soon. If there is anything else you need, feel free to come back and see me. Thank you for visiting the public administration. Have a good day. Thank you. Well, that was uneventful. I left the administration with a strange feeling. The new humans are very warm and welcoming, more so than I expected. Unfortunately, they did not have any news about Leno either. I headed back home. Any news? No. I reported Leno as missing, but so far there's no sign of him. How'd it go with the robots? They were surprisingly nice and strangely handsome. They just look like humans. Well, the more attractive ones. Well, they probably only chose the best looking ones to model themselves after. Well, that depends on the personal taste, but it's very uncanny that they are androids. They just feel so real. Don't fall for one of those robots. They don't have feelings, remember? Liz, I really have other worries right now. In the end, they couldn't really do much, but at least they now are aware. You did what you could. Now it's time to wait and be patient. Except what? No, it's a bad idea. Liz, just say it. Well, maybe the true vampires know something. What if he passed through their neighborhood and got into trouble there? That would explain why the new humans have no surveillance footage of him yet. The cameras around the true vampire block are turned off. True. You are of age now, and I cannot forbid you from leaving. However, if the true vampires did something to Leno, it would be very dangerous to approach them. I will go to their area tomorrow night. Did you even hear what I just said? Yes, I heard you, but I will not sit around waiting for another casserole or the robots to start looking for him. They don't know Leno, and they don't care about him, but I do, and he would do the same for me. Okay. At least wear your call ring. Of course, why would I take it off? Do you want me to join you? Maybe it'd be better if I go alone. If I don't come back, at least you know where I went. Don't even think about not coming back. I will try my best. There is a nightclub close to the city center. It's a meeting point for many true vampires, as well as their spies and informants. You should try to go there. I'll send you the location. How do you even know about this place? The internet. Thank you, Liz. I'll check this place out. Just be careful. Of course, let me take a break for now. I step into Lin O's room once again. With him gone, there hasn't been much left of him. Weren't allowed many personal belongings, so I had nothing to hold on to. Just my memories. Leno, are you awake? Yeah, I can't sleep. Me either. It's too quiet here. And cold. Tara, I miss Mom and Dad. Me too. Do you think they are still somewhere? Maybe. I'd like to think they're watching us like stars. I wish I could hear Mom's voice one more time. I know. I'm scared, Leno. What if this place changes us? They said we'll have to turn when we're old enough. Leno? I don't want to become a vampire. Why? Because it's like my future isn't mine anymore, and I'll grow up knowing how it ends. No matter what I'll do, I'll have to give it all up, my life, my choices, to become one of them. But they saved us. They gave us a home. I know, and I'm grateful. But does that mean we owe them our lives? It's our best option. If we really have to turn one day, I want to do it with you. As long as we're together, it'll be okay. Winter. I got lost in thought for a second. You were thinking of Lino. He was a kind soul, always putting others before himself. It must be very hard to have lost your brother, but you need to keep faith. Lost? Why do you say he is lost? It was just a figure of speech. I'm sorry. I should have chosen my words more carefully. Why is she smiling? I don't trust her. I don't know. This whole situation is escalating so fast. And I'm having a hard time kind of like keeping an eye on it. Or I guess like trying to understand what's going on, because everything's just going so fast, and maybe it's just my brain is having a brain fog of everything, so it's like it's not connecting the dots as seamlessly as it should, so it's like slowly, longingly, and like cloudedly connecting things. So I don't know. That's weird that she smiled though. That's all I gotta say. I don't know if I trust this cult. I don't know. Just something seems off. That's all I can say. I don't know. Her smiling is definitely putting me on edge. We all miss him, you know. I've watched you grow up, and I hope I taught you well. I know you're determined to find him, but we still need you. Leo is not just my brother. He's my twin. He knows me like no one else. And when I start a sentence, he can finish it. We are so different, but we're two pieces of a puzzle that's always belonged together. It's like we're one person split into two. Just be careful. Not all paths lead to truth. Some only lead to ruin. I don't know. That's a big red flag. For a seeker to say that means there's some type of situation going on, and she knows more than what she's letting on. And I think she may have had her hands dipped into the disappearance of the twin brother. That's definitely something I'm getting at, because she seems vaguely quiet and a little amused in the situation. And I don't know if I trust people like that, because usually Not that I'm saying I'm very accurate or if the information is very accurate, but a lot of the murder documentaries that I listen to say it's usually close family or friends that make the partner or our other friends and family disappear. So I wouldn't put my money off from her not being a part of that problem. And I would hate to see you undone by hope that leads nowhere. I know. I will rest now. Good night. Good night, child. Once I was in my room, I tried to call Lino again. Maybe through some miracle, he would suddenly pick up the phone and answer me. But of course, he didn't. Where are you, Lino? Why did you leave me like this? There was so much tension built up over me. There was so much tension built up in me over the last few days that my tears started to stream down my face. As I thought about it, I realized that Leno and I had never been separated for this long before. Even if I planned to explore the world, it has always been with the knowledge of where he was and that he was there for me if anything happened. I needed to stay strong. I needed to find him even if it meant entering the lion's den and facing the true vampire nest tomorrow. Exhausted, I closed my eyes and waited for the next day to begin. Let's do this. Bum ba bum. We're at the true vampires. So I'm wondering if true vampires are more of like kind of like Dracula situation. So like the originals of the vampires, the legacy vampires, I wouldn't even know, the high blood, high born, high noble vampires, something like that. I'm not getting really the gist of what the lore is, but it sounds like there's hierarchies and we're at the lowest branch of it, which is why the cult has been picked on. I would say they're like just basic vampires. So this was it. The cliff frequented by true vampires. It was actually wrong for them to call themselves true vampires. We casseroles were true vampires too, just more disguisable by... just more distinguishable by our white hair. I prepared to mask my nervousness and appear as cool as possible. Even though this was their domain, the laws were still in place here. Nothing should happen to me. Okay, let's go, Winter. Wow, the neck cub was enormous inside, much bigger than I expected from the outside. It was crowded with vampires, making it nearly impossible to find someone who could help me. Wow. You're either very dumb or very brave to come here. Maybe both? Well, I mean, I'll give you that. The concept art is pretty good looking. But I could definitely tell that they recycled some of the art, so it's not like you're getting a variety of different character traits or different appearances. There's some, but not a lot. Yes, I'm here to prove that I'm both, just to keep things interesting. We have a feisty one here. Oh, there goes one. Wait. One, maybe, because of his hair. You're lucky What? You're lucky you met the right people. We know this club like the back of our hands. I'm Davian, and this blue-haired bra here is Marcus. My name is Winter. Do you know this club very well? That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just about to say. He just stated that like they knew this club at the back of their hand. I'm looking for a male casserole with a short white hair and red eyes. Have you seen anyone like that? That's literally every croissant ever being mentioned. And by croissant I meant them. His name is Lone, and he's been missing for a couple of days. You just described any male restaurant in the city. I don't know what voices to give them because now I'm just getting over reading. Like, I think I spent so much time reading that one novel and so much energy and excitement into it just for it to fail, and then here I am trying to read another novel. Like, I wasn't expecting so many different males. Also, I don't even know if this is a romantic kind of like game. I didn't check the tags, to be honest. When I looked at the concept art of it, I was just like, ooh, this looks like something I would be able to play, so I'm gonna play it. And then now into this probably an hour long, however long, pretty sure past an hour, I'm like, is there even romance options? Because I'm kind of vibing with that more. I don't know. We'll see. You've just proven that you're not the smartest one. Now you still need to prove that you're brave. What? Well, if you can't help me, I'm sure others will be happy to. I'm sure of that. They'll also be very happy to take you into a dark room and bite you. Ooh. Oh, what do you mean by me? You want to elaborate on that? Expand that line a little bit more? Because what does that make us? Just that we more than acquaintances? I mean, I don't expect us to be lovers, but come on, throw me a bone out here. If you bited me, it's got to mean something, right? You don't get to take my blood if I don't get to take yours. Like, come on, equal exchange. Give and receive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. Damn, man, don't play with her like that. Can't you see she's just a newborn, unaware of this world? She probably grew up in one of those cults and they told her all kinds of lies. Oh, isn't that just the fun of it? But seriously, we might be able to find your casserole here. We actually have this access to all the close security footage. Not even the metalheads can get this. Oh. Man, I just keep stumbling. I think I'm doing a good job, and then the next few pages away, I'm like stumbling upon every damn word, and it's fun. I'm having so much fun. We actually have access to all the club security footage. Not even the metalheads can get access to this. Is that true? Can you show me? Sure, we could. But why would we? Casseroles are our natural enemies, always speaking ill of us. That's not true, and even if it were, it's about the crime your kind committed against us. Well, I didn't commit any crime against your kind, did you, Marcus? Definitely not. Why don't we have some fun together tonight? All I'm thinking is, what is that one song? You know what to do with your big fat butt. Something like that. It's a Jason Derulo, and it's like, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I did like a whole deep dive of a YouTube video that kind of explained what happened to Jason Derulo. Damn it, now I'm fucking up his name because my brain is just so over it right now. I have no idea why. And it was a very interesting, I don't know if it was an hour long or maybe like 45 minutes video of just learning the whole history. And to be honest, I had it as a background noise as I was cleaning because I need some sort of stimulation while I do things around the house. And I was just like, oh, this is interesting. So that, like, now that I'm in this situation, that's all I'm thinking about. Just because, I mean, his music, nightclub, I don't know. I just made that strange connection. Don't judge me. Let's party together and we'll help you find your friend. So if I party with you, you'll show me the surveillance footage? Sure. I guess I can do that. No biting involved, right? Of course not. We're no monsters. I just want you to take something to loosen up a bit. I have it right here. A little pill to make you happy. Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. homeboy is trying to corrupt our little lass here. You know, you run that risk when you go to a nightclub. Not that I'm saying you need to do it, but you run the risk. You can meet some people that just know some connections, and next thing you know, you're running the risk. Damien, is that really a good idea? Oh, but why worry? I take these things all the time. Just because you're abstinent doesn't mean our little friend here can't have some fun. The only issue I have with that is if you're new to, some fun times, some Jolly Rancher deliciousness, whatever the hell you want to label it as, it might be a little strong for us. Just might be. Just might be. I don't think that's a good idea. Well, think carefully if you want to see that security footage. Security? Security? Where did that word come from? Well, think carefully if you want to see the surveillance footage or not. Maybe your friend isn't important enough for you to just take a little pill and have a night of dancing. Seems like a small sacrifice to me. This motherfucker is taking advantage of our situation. I mean... Okay, so here's the thing. If I had a camera to record me, my hands would be on my face over my eyes, drooping my face, because I expect nothing more or nothing less from a vampire conniving their way into a situation and either making it extremely dangerous or extremely fun, whatever the pick you want to give in that scenario. If my vampires are not doing this, are they really vampires? Are they really? If they're not giving you ultimatums that could be more riskier than what you're doing now, they're not vampires then. So, yeah. I mean, I kind of expected this. I kind of had a feeling there was going to be some conniving motherfucker in here that I was going to be like, yo, bet I can help you, but, heavy on that but, you need to be able to do something for me before you get that thing in return. And I'm just like, I live for it. Now, I've been in a very, dark fantasy mode because I've been playing a D&D campaign and my character is deeply involved in the lore of the vampires, and she's a druid turned by force. So I've been digging about it, and I honestly want to read more books because I've been itching, but we play every other week, so I'm stuck with this itch of vampire lore and vampire stuff that I'm oh, I want more, but I gotta wait. Maybe I'll just go read a manga or something. Probably should. It's been a hot minute since I read a manga. A little too long for my taste. Show us that croissant. I'm just gonna start calling her that because this name is getting annoying for me. Show us that Crotalus ain't the stuck-up assholes we imagined them to be. My heart was racing. There was a chance that Lina had passed by here, and the surveillance footage could be a tremendous help. Otherwise, it was a good idea to go along with. Otherwise, was it a good idea to go along with Damien's proposal? You know what, we're baby vampires. You know what, we're baby vampires. You know what, baby vampires. Baby vampires do what they want. Fuck it. We're taking the pill. We grown-ups, we make grown-up decisions, and grown-up decisions aren't always as accurate as most of them. Sometimes you just gotta go down the wrong path to get to the right path. I couldn't say that with a straight face. But no, seriously, on all serious notes, fuck it. Oh, damn, I forgot I was supposed to read. That's the spirit. Damien gave me a tiny pill with a smiley face. Oh. I quickly popped it in my mouth and swallowed it. Join me on the dance floor. Ooh, we gonna dance, dance. Are we gonna work from side to side? Okay, Ooh, girl is having some fun. The pill clicked in quickly. Too quickly. She probably did. If you don't eat anything, of course it's gonna hit you. I mean, that's the first thing you ate, so your body's gonna be like, yum. A rush of color. I like how when I read for too long, eventually the words start to just blur into my head, and so I'm just like, ugh. A rush of colors flooded before my eyes, blinded me to my surroundings. I could not see anything. I could not see anything else anymore. A sensation of thousands of ants crawled through my body, climbing up to my brain. Oh, what is going on? I'm nervous. What did I make us do? Are you feeling it yet? Why does he get like a cool little art design and we still look like an AI generated fucking portrait? Now that I say that, who the fuck else is talking besides me? Like, if I hear someone responded, I would be very concerned because 1, I'm the only one up, and 2, what the fuck is in my house? The ants reached my brain and it felt like I was outside my body, observing myself from nearby. My body moved on its own accord. Tins, 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 tins. Don't you enjoy your trip? So bright. The rush of colors become so intense as if they would pierce through my eyes. I wanted to escape. I no longer felt control of myself and I was completely powerless. Yeah, I think you're getting overwhelmed with your own sensation. So, we'll see what happens. I can't. This dude. I can't. If you're gonna at least make us do this, at least comfort us in some way. Are you crying? Are those tears because of the beauty you see, or are they just for show? I don't know, bro. I mean, the fuck you think? No, I... Wait, what? Babe. No, not babe. That's baby. Baby, blood is flowing from your eyes. You might not want to bleed in a vampire territory. What do you mean? What did we do? Did we, like, take a finger to our freaking face and start just slashing into our skin with our nails? Like, well, what do you mean? Oh, unless she bit her lip really hard. Man, she's crashing hard. What the hell happened? Oh, damn. That pill really messed her up. Is she dying? Well, it was an accident. Sorry, a little one. Ending, choose hugs, not drugs. Wow. So I guess you can't pick that. I don't understand how that happened. Like, I don't know. I don't buy into that. I mean, I feel like, yes, maybe you might have a crashy moment, but to sit there and just die, that doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that ending, but whatever. Keep your pills to yourself. I'll find my brother another way. Your brother? It's your loss. I would do anything if my brother went missing. Hey, shut your cunning little mouth, brat. I did. It didn't get me anywhere. I just cracked and pretty much broke out of my own reality. I don't even know what the hell happened. We just snapped. We went beyond, I don't even know, the 10th dimension. Whatever that is. We saw things and stuff and did not work out in our favor. Don't worry about him. It's probably for the best you didn't take that pill. Why? Is it dangerous? I don't know, but Casterons are built differently than other vampires. What really makes them feel anything might be deadly for you. Oh, I messed up. I royally fucked up. I royally put our female protagonist through something she didn't need to go through. You can't help me get to the footage by any chance, can you? No, Damien's the one with the connections. I'm still quite new to this scene. You motherfucker. You just got turned. I see. If you hear anything about a white-headed croissant, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with that now because I am stemming. My brain is still in a brain frog, so this is what we're doing. Call Leno. Please notify the cult of Mina? I see. If you hear anything about a white-haired crotalist, called Leno, please notify the cult of Mayan and the administration. Contact our enemies? That's unlikely, but I'll tell you what I know if we happen to meet again. Well, thanks for nothing then. After my encounter with the two vampires, I hurried out of the club. I should have known it was a waste of time. I put myself in danger for nothing. I mean, I had fun. Isn't that what that matters? I broke you in a sense. I don't know. I hurried home as fast as possible. Phew, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. How'd it go? I'd rather not talk about it. It was a waste of time. We haven't heard anything from the humans or the cult of Mara either. I'm out of ideas. Me too. We can just randomly search the streets again. Me too. We could just randomly search the streets again. Well, there is one more thing I could try. I will try to find Malra again. Last time I was too surprised to find her. This time I'll press her to tell me more. Good idea. Who would have thought that a human witch might be the closest we get to finding the truth? I'll go tomorrow night. The only thing we can do is continue our search, even if it takes the rest of my life. Yes, I guess you are right. Keep your eyes open for me, Liz. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya. Exhausted, I went to bed. Who was calling me in the middle of the night? Hello? The ring did not show any picture. The call ring did not show any picture. Could it be Leon? Throw away. What? Hello? The call ended after a few seconds. How strange. My heart raced at the thought of it might have been Leno. No number ID was associated with the call. I could probably ask the new humans about it when I speak with them. The next time I speak with them. I glanced at the clock. It was nearly nightfall. Unable to sleep any longer, I decided might as well try to find Malra. As expected, the others were still asleep. I just realized the music's not playing. When suddenly... Again? Wait, this time I can see who called me. This is one of the new humans from the administration. Hello? Winter. This is Lila from the public administration. Yes, I know. You were calling very early. Your virtual shines show that you're awake. That's not creepy. What? Winter, I'm calling to inform you that we have new information regarding your missing person report. What information? This information is classified. Please come to our office to get more details. We can schedule an appointment for 3 a.m. Can't I come right now? The new human is in charge is currently recharging. Should I schedule the appointment for 3 a.m.? So you won't need to wait in line. Yeah, sure. What line was she talking about? Last time I went there wasn't a soul to be seen. Appointment scheduled. Thank you for your cooperation. Lila ended the call before I could say goodbye. I am just out of it today. I'm so sorry. It seems that the bureaucracy wasn't any more flexible these days. Well, I still have time to visit Malra then. That's weird that they have portraits of the people that they believe in. No, actually, that's not. I don't know why I said that. I think I just said that without actually thinking about it. We as a society do that, so I mean, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So that was dumb of me. Okay, let's start. Take the first street on the left. Street number 3. What again? Oh, that's... Hello? Winter, I'm glad you're already up. I have some information for you that might be very interesting. I'm listening. I'd rather discuss this in our cult if you don't mind. Maybe you can also bring Maria with you. Of course he wouldn't just tell me what's going on. What's this about? Well, is this about Leno? Did you find anything about him? I did. I think I might be able to tell you why he had these specific symptoms after your turning. Really? Can't you just tell me right now? It would take too long to explain over the phone. Let's meet here at 3 a.m. What do you say? Oh, this is a little suspicious. A little suspicious. Damn, I had the appointment with the new humans at the same time. Would 4 a.m. be fine for you too? Unfortunately not. We could also meet another day if it is not urgent for you. No, let me just reschedule the other appointment. You've made the right choice. See you soon. What do you mean we made the right choice? I don't know. Well, I wasn't sure if it was the right decision. I would call the administration later, or I'd probably go there without an appointment later tonight. Where was I? 3 more streets to the left. 6 streets to the right. I remember this street. Now 1 more street to the left. Ouch. Sorry. What are you doing here? It's not quite early. What are you doing here? Is it not quite early for you vampires? The sun just set. Well, I'm an early bird. It's good that we met, though. I wanted to tell you something. Why didn't you just call me? I don't have a cell ring. Oh, I see. I remember you vampires did not like the new technology. More like, we don't trust it. The reason I wanted to talk to you is that there was a sighting of a casserole in our territory. You mean... Of course, I cannot assure you that it's your brother, but it is really uncommon for a casserole to enter our domain on their own. Where can I find this casserole? I really don't know. Several hours have already passed since he appeared. Damn, you really should get a cell ring. But now that you know, it might be an opportunity for you to get more information. I could connect you with Damien, the guy who mocked me at the club. It's worth a shot. Here, let me give you an address where you can find me. He wrote an address on a piece of paper and handed it to me. Old school, thank you. But wait, this is deep in the vampire territory, isn't it? Of course, that's where I'm staying right now. You'll still need to prove you're brave, don't you? If you are, come visit us. Don't take the streets on the right now, or you will get into true vampire territory again. Not everyone can be trusted. Okay, thanks. Marcus remained a mystery to me. He seemed nice, but there was something about him that just felt off. It was as if he was pretending to be someone he wasn't. If I approached the true vampires again, I would need to be cautious. Maybe I was overthinking it, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Anyway, last street on the left. There was the door that led to Mallory. The magical light drew me closer, and I entered the door. That's crazy. I wonder if we get to make the decision to go to either the administration or to the sister cult. Because I don't like the fact that it makes the choice for you. I feel like that's something the player should have decided if they wanted to go to the administration or the sister cult. I don't think the storyline should just automatically default to you, and I'm hoping that's not in the original in the fully released version, because this is a demo. So I don't know. We'll see. Melora? Now you seek me, little one. I've already expected you. Tonight, something shifted, but I cannot reveal what your path will be. My brother Leno, he remains lost, enshrouded in desperation, unaware of what transpires. Dark shadows loom over him. Hurry before it's too late. Please tell me what to do. I see several paths for you. Many lead to your demise, a few to happiness. Tell me more. There is a path that leads you among those of your kind, but beware. For just because you are the same does not mean you are the same. Allow me to read the cards for you. Yes, please. Your card is the Tower. Representing your situation, your entire world is crumbling, bringing chaos and significant changes. True. Judgment calls on you to fix your past mistakes, but justice, oh, that's just whatever people feel like it is at the moment. The Hierophant might guide you to traditional values and structures, but is this truly what you desire? Will he reveal his true face if you don't follow through? What? What? And finally, the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe luck will finally be on your side. A hopeful thought, isn't it? But wasn't it a different card before? I'm just reading your fate, dear. The cards reflect your karma. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, if you say so. Is there another path I could take? Okay, if you say so. Is there another path I can take? There is a path to join the ruthless ones. Not everything is as it may seem there, but if you can appeal to the broken souls, you might be able to save your own. The devil. He's handsome, but don't let yourself get pulled into the depths of his despair. In the midst of all this, the sun peeks out, offering a glimmer of hope. Just don't fly too close, or you might burn your wings like true vampires in the sunset. The stars bring hope, inspiration, and renewal, but be cautious. In a city full of lights, the stars are hard to see. I don't know if I get this. Is this good or bad? I always find tarot cards interesting, not in the gist of like using them or anything, because I did them for a D&D thing, and it was more to like have the players interact. So it was interesting to see how like their characters were intercepting the cards and what like quote their faith might or their actions would be for that day or whatever. So to like see it happen to the female protagonist that I'm playing in is pretty funny too, because she's essentially laying out the 3 paths that were already given. So we got a call from the administration that is saying that we need to meet them at 3 a.m. in the morning for classified information, that which I'm assuming has to deal with her brother. Then we got a call from the sister cult that is demanding us to meet them with them too, but also bring her sister-in-law, which I'm a little bit iffy because I don't know if I trust that. I feel like that seems strange is all I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like they're gonna do something, I don't entirely trust them either, because just because they seem nice on the surface, you can always have people that are good at just putting on charades up until something pushes them to reveal their true self. So it's like, I'm not entirely sure if I trust that. Sorry if I keep smacking my damn microphone. My hands are literally behind it, and I don't know why they keep getting so close to them when I keep fidgeting. And then I just did it again. And then another one is the true vampire. So all three of them have clues. I don't know what's gonna happen if we went to the true vampire. So I'm very interested to see how that's gonna play out. But like, I feel like that devil card is very in cahoots with, just because you have some pretty handsome guy. Oh, actually, that could also tie into the sister cult, because she called him handsome too, now that I think of it. I was gonna originally say, like, he's handsome, so that might be like the setback of like us going with him, but no, that was me personally saying it. Now that I really reflect on it, the character the female protagonist was the one that originally called the sister cult headmaster handsome. I didn't think he was handsome. I thought he was a bit boring. But now that I reflect on it, that would make sense if that card is also tied into him. Interesting ideas. But it still sounds pretty risky to me. Do I have any other options? And then there are the blue-eyed ones. Kind and gentle they may seem, but never forget that cold steel lies within them instead of a heart. I see what she's saying. I'm thinking the first reading was about the sister cult. Now that I reflect on it, yeah. So the first reading is about the sister cult. And so that card would make sense because, like, he may be handsome, like the headmaster may be handsome and kind and generous on the first surface level. There's something probably lurking down below at the bottom of it, which was the warning. I can't specifically remember what the rest of the cards are because I'm really going through a brain fog, so I'm like barely keeping my brain afloat. This is now based off of the administration, so she specifically are calling them blue eyes, which, remember what the protagonist said at the very beginning when we went to the administration, they are only known for their blue eyes that still make them androids, which means that no matter how detailed and fleshed out they are to appear human, their eyes are going to constantly stick out. It's going to be the sore thumb in the situation. They'll never be able to get rid of that feature, essentially. So that's the only thing that's hinting to us as the intruders in this situation, is that they are not human, no matter what they may appear as. They are the androids / new humans, whatever the hell that means. The musician behind those beautiful eyes, trickery and false illusion might be a lie, but be careful not to be manipulated. The hangman. There's not much room to move when your hands are tied behind your back and thinking clearly, while hung upside down. Good luck with that. Last but not least, the death card. Say farewell to everything you know. Change is coming, ready or not. There might be a new beginning, but it's probably not the one you'll enjoy. Was that all? What should I do now? That's for you to decide, but be cautious once you make a choice. There's no turning back. My star is closing now. Farewell, my dear. If fate wills it, we will meet again. In the blink of an eye, I find myself standing on the street again, the door closed before me. In the blink of an eye, I find myself standing on the street again, the door before me closed, leaving only darkness around me. Damn, what should I do? Marla's readings were indeed very cryptic. Every card appeared to have a dark side. I suppose I should just trust my gut feeling, and in case I have several options for what to do next. The new humans were quite nice and helpful to me with access to most of the city's surveillance system. They seemed to be on the case and genuinely wanted to help me. I don't know about that. just because someone can help you in this situation, I should put, doesn't mean they have the best intentions. Like Malra said, they may appear kind and gesturally and helpful, but what truly lies beneath those blue eyes? They're still made out of iron. They're still made out of electrical and metal seamed together, but they can't feel anything. They can't understand true depth of emotions. So what we may think may come off as a nice gesture could just be us implementing our own emotions into them. So let's see. But I don't know if I want to go with them, to be honest. And when I thought of Marley's readings, the cards were so black. How did that even make sense? The cult of Mare were casseroles as well. Although they had a slightly different ideology, to save a fellow casserole, they would have to be surely on our side. No, I don't think so. No, I wouldn't say that either. Just because they happen to be like you doesn't necessarily mean that they follow the same ideation as you, and doesn't also mean that they are on your side. The fact that they specifically requested someone to join us, I don't know if I trust that, because that I feel like something's hidden in there and could come crumbling. Like, they could make an alternative, like, oh, well, you want him, well, we want her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, something in exchange for that information, for something like that. Yeah. But just how different was this cult? And then there were the true vampires. Marcus seemed to be a nice guy, but overall it was a dangerous territory for me. I don't know. Your girl might pick them because I like me some vampires. I'm being biased. I'm truly being biased in that situation. The cards, however, seemed quite helpful. If I were to trust Mallory. What? Again? Hello? Don't go to Leon? Leon? Is that you? The call was interrupted again. I need to act now. It's nearly 3 a.m. Who could help me best to find Leon? Ooh, decisions. Now, the good thing about saving is that we can try to get them all in one sitting. So that'll be the plus side. What I really, really want to do, I don't know what that don't go to could simplify. They're all pretty tough situations to be in, all tough choices to make as well, because no matter what we're doing, it's a double-edged sword, it sounds like, from the cards readings. We could be breaking new territory for... Oh, no, that was wrongly said. We could be breaking old tradition for new tradition, but that could also end very badly for us. So each path has a weird, unhappy income in this scenario right now, so I don't know if it would matter exactly what order we're gonna do it in. So to be honest, I feel like maybe the cult of Mare might be an issue. I don't know, just the whole situation. I'm gonna go with these motherfuckers. Thank you for playing the demo. Your journey to find your brother has only just begun. Will you be able to save him? And your friends? But yeah, no, it's just me thinking that, oh, wait. The art in this game was created using both AI assisted and traditional tools. That's why that girl looked very AI generated. It was bugging me for the longest, and I can tell AI art versus actual, like, true traditional art. So it was throwing me off for the longest. But yeah, I mean, you do get to pursue, so exactly the 3 interests that we saw. I'm very surprised you don't get to pursue the administration. There we go. I lost my train of thought. I was struggling there for a moment. I'm surprised we don't get to, pursue that, because that would be interesting, because I mean, it would pull into that lore of they may appear human, they look like new humans, and it would tug at people's emotions, because like as a human myself, we tend to like put a lot of like humoristics or human emotion into things, especially like AI or an android like Siri and Alexa. We tend to put our own emotions into it. So to me, I feel like maybe that it could be another route, because I think that would be interesting as like a vampire, a newly baby vampire in this situation, somehow end up liking a new human. Like that would be an interesting concept in this situation, and it wouldn't be far-fetched from given the lore of what's going on. I mean, she openly admitted that she thinks one of them is good look. Oh no, wait, was that? I think that was Sam, right? Samuel? Yeah, I think it was Samuel. Sorry, I keep getting it confused. But it's a visual novel and it has some romance. Doesn't mean I need to put my money towards it if I don't think it's worth pursuing by the end of it. But I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you until next time. Bye.